in Pennsylvania that I hunted last year when I was here, and I got a silver quarter and a mercury dime. And today I'm back, gonna hit a little bit, gonna concentrate a little bit more. The last time I just kind of meandered through. This time I'm gonna be doing a little bit more gridding in areas and trying to see what I can find. So far I've been here for maybe 20 minutes or so, and I've picked up quarter, some dimes, some junk, and I got my first wheat pennies. I had to really rub it off because it had some corrosion on it, but it's a wheat penny, and it was down probably about 4 inches, which is a good sign, you know, not too bad. And yeah, so that's not bad. I like finding something old, not too far, you know, too far into it. So I do know that the houses, the first 5 or 6 houses along this side of the park were the first ones that were built in this neighborhood right here. And these houses go back, I think, to the I don't know, 30s and 40s. So I don't expect to find a lot of old, you know, silver if I do find any silver here, but I'll take any silver I can find. And I am along a creek here, so even before these houses were here, this creek would have been an ideal spot for travelers to stop. But the ground's probably been re-landscaped, more so than it's probably original. But we'll see. We're going to dig some targets, see what we can find. All right, well, I had another signal that was coming in a little lower. It was coming in like the mid 60, but you can see that don't know how old this is. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a date off of it anyways. It's pretty bad. But once you look in the hole, it's I think a lot of this particular area with the creek and stuff, I think this gets underwater, stays wet a lot, and I think a lot of my coins are going to come out really patinaed. So, but it makes it really hard to figure out what the coin is. Anyways, on to the next one. Hopefully the next one's silver. All right. Well, I've got a good target here. It's what I think is a good target. It's coming about 90. Good, nice, clean sounding tone. So I think it's going to be a nice round something coin at least. Got another high tone right there. It's shallower though. But this is the one that's got a little bit more depth to it. So I'm hoping that we have an older coin sitting down in here. Oh, so down here, boy, I've been digging. This is the biggest problem I've been having, is I've been going, every time I dig, hitting these rocks, and the rocks have been just nasty. I remember digging that quarter last year down about 8-9 inches, and that was worth every penny of that one. Clad quarter. See, now I get a clad quarter. That was down there about 6 inches, but could have just as well been silver. Well, I was digging a not so clean. It was bouncing from like 66 to 70. Ended up being down about 7 inches. But it looks like a dog dig. Nothing on this side. This side, it just says something vaccinated. I don't know. Almost looks like it says Fort Dodge something. Fort Dodge. Oh, 1959, I think. Nice. I'll take that. Cool. I don't know where Fort Dodge is, but to find out. Anyways, no name or anything on that side. It's made out of like aluminum. So 1959 aluminum. I mean, that's what it feels like. I'll take it. All right, well, right after that dog tag, got a weedy about 5 inches down. But hey, I wanted to mention something about the new update that MineLab did with for the Manicore. One of the things that I did like, and I know a lot of people have talked about the updates. Now right now it's not working as good as I'd like it to be, but I want to thank MindLab for at least doing this one thing. In here in the soft keys, you can choose different things, and I'm choosing sensitivity boost. So right now it's at 20. I'm gonna drop it to 19. So sometimes when I'm digging a hole, this thing usually likes to chatter and jump, and it's just very annoying. On the E-trac, I would just toggle my sensitivity, which was awesome. Really quick and easy. So now what I've done with this is I've used my sensitivity boost, designated it, so now it'll bounce between, it's like 5, it'll boost you by 5, so 19 up to 24. So what I do is when I dig in my hole, I just push the button, I drop it down to like 19, hopefully it stays a little bit more stable, and then when I'm ready to dig, I just push the boost back in and I get my back up to the higher sensitivity. That's how I would use this. Now if MindLab, if you're listening, which you probably ain't listening to me, but it would be nice to maybe make the light a soft key also, and maybe have multiple, because or a double click, so you can go bounce between 2 or 3 different modes. So maybe double tap to go from, you know, like general to fast, or general to trash reject or something, you know what I'm saying? Or have us be able to do this one also. I hardly ever use my light and the light settings and stuff, but you usually don't mess with that feature like on a regular basis, like all throughout your day. But the sensitivity thing, for me, every dig I do that, and it would be nice to have the light switch as a toggle also between 2 different modes. So I would toggle it maybe between regular and fast, and have the sensitivities, have the recovery speeds change, maybe from, so I'd have general maybe running at like 4 or 5, and then bounce it to fast to go 7, and compare, or something like that. So if you're MindLab, if you're listening, it'd be nice to be able to have this light switch also programmable as a soft key. Thanks. Quiet. I just dug that weedy right there, and then I stood up and went over the plug, and right next to it, I think I'm going to end up with another weedy, because it was coming up about 70, 73. Uh-oh. There goes the alarm. No tornado warning. I don't know. That sounds interesting. It's possible we're gonna have a tornado. But anyways, oh, there it is. I thought it was in a new plug. I dug a new plug. It was so close to my other one. Yeah, my wife was wondering what that noise was earlier, and I said I didn't hear it. Oh wait, no? Still in there. Oh, it's right there, right on its edge. Yep, a couple Wheaties. Wouldn't that have been nice to have had a couple? Why couldn't that have been a couple silver dimes? That would have been sweet. All right. Catch you on the next one. All right, I got a scratchy 66 bouncing to 75. I think this is gonna be a wheat penny, because it shows me, well, it tells me by depth hearing that it should be a wee bit deeper. I don't feel anything, no vibration. So far it's been really quiet ever since that very end there. I started down at the end where the older homes were, the first homes. Oh, there it is right there. And I got those wheat pennies, but ever since I moved on past those, pretty quiet. Haven't dug a whole lot. Now I'm coming up on a spot where I dug that really deep silver quarter. That was right down, pretty sure it was right, actually, it might have been right here by this tree, or right in that little area where the tape is down there. But I didn't really meander this too much last time, so I was gonna meander this a little bit more in this little valley here and see what I can find. Still down there. So see, I don't know, I'm hoping this is a little coin. It's got some depth. Whoa, look at that patina. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Doesn't always mean that it's a weedy though. That's what I find in some of these places. See, memorial, look at all that patina. And it's just a stinking Lincoln. Bogus. And that was down about 7 inches too. Don't like that. All right, I gotta experiment a little bit more, but the sensitivity boost needs to be, I think, fixed a little bit. I know MindLab needs to fix this, but right now, if I hit the button, it bounces from 19 to 24. But if I go down one, like say I want to go up to 25, right, and I hit the boost button, it bounces me to 30 and then back down to 25. They need to fix that so that it doesn't, we don't want it to necessarily go, you know, it's like one or the other. So now it's like, so now I got to drop it back down to like 18 and then boost it, it'll go up to 23. If I go 24, it goes up to 29. So that's something I think they should fix. I think they should just leave it alone. So they should make it so that you can, if you go up one, you hit the, you know, if you're toggling it back, it'll drop you back 5 no matter what you're at. So if you're at 25, it'll drop you back 20. If you bounce it up to 28, it'll back you down to 23. I think this way it should be instead of always bouncing up. So I had it bounce back, bounce up, I go up one, now it bounces me forward. So that I'm not a fan of, but as long as you don't touch your sensitivities and leave them there, they'll toggle between the two, I think. I'm pretty sure. So it's one thing that I wish they would fix already, but I do like the fact, you just got to find your settings. I used to operate the E-trac on 22, 23 all the time, and then I just hit between low and high sensitivity. So this one I've been running about 24, and it seems to be pretty good. So I'll leave it at 24 and then bounce back 5. So go back 25, or go back 5 and then go from there. This is the end of July, middle of July. And it's green. It's really pretty. I mean, I have found that Pennsylvania is just a fantastic state so far in this area. I just love the countryside and such here. And going through Virginia, I did like Virginia and the country. That was really nice too. I mean, I know a lot of you guys are spread out throughout the United States in all different places, and I know that you have lived in your town for a long time. But I mean, if you live in a town that you really like, or in a region, tell me why you like it. I mean, maybe I'll come and visit it, because yeah, I'm still looking for a place to really settle down to. I'm still waiting for my kids to kind of settle down and figure out where they're gonna be for a long term, and then we'll figure out where we're gonna be for a while. But you know, it's just one of those weird things. You know, it's like some places are too hot, some places are too humid, some places are too wet, some places are too cold, right? Well, so far, you know, I know that this area changes, but this area last year got very, 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 very little snow, very little ice and snow. That's not always the case, right? In Philadelphia, you do get a lot of snow, but it was north of here that they got tons of snow. But down here, last year, not too bad. Weather last year, I came here, I was dying. I mean, I was cooking. Now, not too bad right now. Feeling pretty good. It is still pretty warm. Had a little rain this morning. Humidity's not too bad. I can live with this. It's not so bad. Last year was a little hot, but I'm really liking it. I'm really digging this Philadelphia area. Well, not Philadelphia, North Philadelphia. If you ever look at the countryside, it's beautiful out here. Anyways, tell me what you like. if it's really nice. I mean, don't tell me things you like about your town if it has, you know, more negatives than positives. Appreciate it. Thanks. Let's see what this is. I can't, it's not coming up on my probe yet. But this was a deep, oh, there it is right there. This was a deep, iffy target. So it's off to the side. I haven't been digging too many nails. You know, just, maybe I just decided not to dig those super iffy. There's a lot of ants here and I don't want to get biting ants. And it's still here off to the side. This was, like I said, an iffy. Didn't sound the best, but it's not. No, it's not it there. Well, they've loosened it, whatever it is. Well, I don't think it's a coin. Huh. Well, that's what it is, whatever. Oh, it's a bullet. That was coming in pretty high. Huh. Bullet looks like it's hit a target in the middle of the field with no trees. Interesting. Okay, well, on to the next. That was giving me, this bullet right here was giving me, it was giving me kind of off and on high tones, so I wasn't 100% sure about what it was going to be. But I knew it was deeper, and I knew that it kind of gave me a good little solid, round little ID mark. Okay, on to the next. If I remember right, that big tree right there had a dime. It's on the E-trac. It had a silver dime tone underneath it, and I don't think I got to it because it was just like underneath the roots. I'm gonna go see if it's still there. Yeah, I don't get too many of these. This is giving me a nice solid 95, 96, 97. All right, down to it. So, I'm probably down, oh, I don't know. Let's see, what are we down? We're down 8, 9 inches to target. Actually, I'll be honest with you, it wasn't the best perfect signal. It was there. It was scratching these nice white rocks. What are these babies? It's the second one I've seen in here, but anyways, it was a little bit obscured, but I got a repeatable all the way around it, 95, 96, 97, but it was a little choppy on one side. Oh, look at that. What is that? All right, guys, that looks like a silver quarter. Tarnished to heck. All right, well, there is at the bottom of that hole. You got 9 inches to here, or no, you got 8 inches to here, 9 inches to there. So I detected at pretty good signal at 9 inches, right to there, going across the top of the grass. Sweet. Oh man, that is nice. I am so glad. And it hit it pretty good. Like I said, it was off on one side. It was a little bit, obscure a little bit. Ooh, just made it there. 63. Couple years to spare. 1 year to spare. 1963. Really tarnished. Really beautiful coloring on that side. Really pretty coloring. Really nice. sweet.